How do we convince Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys to truly value the safety position again? We have been fighting this battle for years. It has not been going super well.
Well, I think if you want a safety and you feel like you need to fill the void of a playmaker in that position, then you probably have to go get one a little early. If you're looking for a playmaker, go get one early instead of thinking through the process of I can turn a special teams player into a safety, or I can go in the 4th, 5th round and find a guy that's serviceable to play that position. If you want a big-time playmaker, it's just part of it. You got to roll the dice and go early, and hopefully you can get them. I remember, the Cowboys drafting Roy Williams early in the top 10 picks, and for 5 years he gave you Pro Bowls. He gave you one of the hardest hitting players ever to play the game. He was a turnover factory for the team. So if you want a guy, you got to go get him early. It's like it's no different than any other position. If you want to fill the quarterback position, it would behoove you to go early in the draft and find that spot. And exactly the same thing for any other position.
Okay, and that might kind of answer this question then, because I was curious, and we're going to talk about the event you got going down right before the NFL draft in just a minute, but how important is it to have that playmaker at the safety position? Because I have to admit, when we talk about that, that is not usually a position that people list playmaker at the top of their list.
Absolutely, and rightfully so. I mean, when you look at some of the guys over years past, specifically at the free safety position, the guy who can really turn the ball over, you're looking for the Ed Reeds, you're looking for phenomenal players that have ball hawking skills, and they don't come a dime a dozen. So I get it. I get it. But there are also options, like you don't have to just look at the safety position. You can look at a guy like, Patrick Surtain, who's, I'm not sure if it's Patrick or not. I remember Patrick Surtain,
yes,
his dad. But, you're looking for a playmaker on the outside, maybe at the cornerback position, but you can solidify some of your secondary by going early in the draft. And I'm a big believer in, if there is a guy at the position, whether it be a safety or cornerback, you need help on the defensive side of the ball. There's a difference maker. You go get them. And I think that's been my philosophy. I strongly believe there are some corners early in this draft that they could probably go out that could be game changers. So you could have 2 bookend corners. But there's some options out there. I just think if you want to fill the void, you want someone that's going to make a difference and not going to just be a special teamer or a 5th round pick. You go get somebody early that can make plays for you.
So, Darren, I wonder about this. When you enter the NFL, and I know you kind of made a transition at Arizona State from linebacker to safety, and you had James Washington there at safety, a guy who'd played years in the league. And when you played years in the league, you talked about Roy Williams. You were there to help him out to understand the NFL and the differences, in the levels of league from college to pro.
Yeah.
If the Cowboys do take a safety, let's just say in the 2nd or 3rd round, there's really no veteran safety there to help out that guy understand the league. How tough is that for a rookie to not have a veteran next to him to help him out early in his career?
Well, it's always helpful to have that guy. And I had a number of guys, Ray Horton and James Washington and Thomas Everett, who were there to help me and tell me where the potholes were and how to study and how to prepare. It's something that I came in blessed to have that. But you look around the league and, you've seen guys that have come in the league at the safety position that didn't have mentorship but figured out a way to get there. Maybe it took them a little bit longer to get there, but, I had that advantage. But there's a lot of guys that have come in that didn't have the guidance and still established themselves. Look, that is a part of the draft process that you have to go through. If you're looking for a great safety and you don't have that leadership, well, you better do a deep dive to see if this kid is a self-starter, see if this kid's main focus is football. All the little things it takes in knowing that you don't have that leadership quality, that he can be a self-starter and help himself along the process.